inside and let it bake there for a while. And then do the same over here and aquanet it. I look like that nice.
Meg Ryan, once celebrated as America's sweetheart, became a symbol of charm, warmth, and romantic comedy brilliance. Yet behind the iconic smile, intense personal struggles and Hollywood pressures quietly shaped her life and career. From her early days in Connecticut to the dizzying heights of film stardom, Ryan's journey was never just about fame. It was about resilience, heartbreak, and finding herself amidst impossible expectations. The world adored her performances, yet her private battles with family, marriage, and emotional health remained largely hidden. Over the decades, she navigated love, betrayal, career highs and lows, and personal transformation, all while maintaining a public image that often seemed unshakable. Early life and family foundations. Meg Ryan was born Margaret Mary Emily Ann Hyra on November 19, 1961 in Fairfield, Connecticut. Her childhood was marked by stability, faith, and learning life lessons within a loving yet traditional household. Her mother, Susan Jordan, nurtured creativity and language skills, while her father, Harry Hyra, instilled discipline and a sense of responsibility. Growing up alongside her siblings Dana, Annie, and Andrew, Meg experienced the quiet rhythm of school, family, and church, which shaped her understanding of loyalty and commitment. However, life took a sudden turn when her mother left for New York City to pursue acting when Meg was just 15. The abrupt departure left a deep emotional scar, forcing her to grow up quickly. This moment of loss quietly influenced her early choices, shaping both her resilience and her sensitivity toward trust and emotional vulnerability. Teen ambitions and first steps into Hollywood. In high school, Meg Ryan excelled academically and socially, winning beauty contests and awards, demonstrating early ambition and determination. She initially studied journalism at the University of Connecticut before transferring to New York University, balancing education with small acting jobs to pay for living expenses. Early commercial appearances, including Burger King ads, gave her first glimpses of performing professionally, laying the foundation for her Hollywood journey. By 1981, she landed a role on the soap opera As the World Turns, earning a modest $550 a week. This small success encouraged her to leave school and focus entirely on acting. Around the same time, she adopted the stage name Meg Ryan, a strategic move that simplified her image and appealed to casting directors. These choices reflected both her ambition and her ability to adapt, understanding that even minor decisions could open major opportunities. Early struggles and acting lessons. Meg Ryan's initial years in Hollywood were challenging. Her film debut in Rich and Famous introduced her to grueling work schedules and tough criticism. Roles in low-budget projects like Amityville 3D and the short-lived sitcom. One of the guys tested her patience and resilience. Facing rejection, financial stress, and public criticism, she committed herself to study acting seriously at the Lee Strasberg Theater Institute. These experiences, although humbling, strengthened her craft and reinforced her determination. Ryan learned to endure scrutiny, persevere through setbacks, and refine her skills. The early struggles were formative, teaching her that Hollywood success required a blend of talent, discipline, and emotional endurance. Each failure became a stepping stone, guiding her toward the roles that would eventually define her career and cement her as a recognizable figure in film. These years reflected her tenacity and the early shaping of her work ethic. Breakthrough roles and romantic comedy stardom. Ryan's career breakthrough came with Top Gun in 1986, where her chemistry with Tom Cruise and presence on set captured attention. Though she faced long days, motion sickness, and professional conflicts, the film's global success established her as a rising star. She continued to diversify with projects like Inner Space, where she met Dennis Quaid, forming both a professional and personal partnership. However, early box office disappointments reminded her that fame was unpredictable. Her true defining moment arrived with When Harry Met Sally in 1989, particularly the legendary deli scene, which showcased her timing, improvisation, and comedic depth. The success solidified her reputation as a rom-com icon and transformed her financial and cultural status. This period highlighted her ability to combine vulnerability, charm, and authenticity on screen, which resonated deeply with audiences. Meg's craft was not just about performing, it was about connecting to real human emotion, making her relatable and beloved by millions. Professional challenges and emotional complexity. As Ryan's stardom grew, so did the personal and professional pressures. Films like Joe vs. the Volcano, The Doors, and City of Angels demanded intense emotional and physical performances, sometimes pushing her into real vulnerability and exhaustion. While her popularity soared, she also faced creative risks, often choosing challenging roles that explored deeper psychological landscapes. Romantic on-screen chemistry, especially with actors like Tom Hanks, became a signature, but behind the scenes, the work was grueling and emotionally taxing. Simultaneously, she navigated intense public scrutiny and internalized the pressure to maintain perfection. These challenges demonstrated that success in Hollywood is never only about talent, it is about endurance, emotional intelligence, and managing the human cost of fame. Marriage, motherhood, and private struggles. Ryan's marriage to Dennis Quaid in 1991 brought public fascination and private complexity. Their relationship was both romantic and tumultuous, with Quaid's struggles with addiction and infidelity deeply affecting her. The birth of their son, Jack Henry, in 1992 added joy but also tremendous stress, including postpartum challenges and sleepless nights. Ryan carried the weight of maintaining her career, managing her family, and processing personal betrayals, all while staying in the public eye. These years revealed her capacity for strength and endurance, but also highlighted the emotional cost of balancing professional demands with private crises. Despite outward appearances, she navigated profound pain, learning resilience while quietly protecting her family and personal dignity. Her experience underscored the human side of Hollywood, where personal life and career pressures often collide in ways that remain invisible to the public. Career setbacks and public scrutiny. By the early 2000s, Ryan faced a combination of career challenges and personal controversies. Her affair with Russell Crowe, divorce from Quaid, and the intense public and media scrutiny significantly affected her professional reputation. Films such as Hanging Up and Kate and Leopold underperformed, in part due to exhaustion and emotional strain, leading studios to question her reliability. Meanwhile, Ryan sought therapy and time away from the spotlight to process personal trauma. Public criticism intensified, and her sweet, wholesome image began to erode, complicating her ability to secure mainstream roles. This phase of her life demonstrated the fragile interplay between personal choices, media perception, and career trajectory in Hollywood. Ryan's determination to maintain authenticity, even at the cost of public favor, showed a commitment to her personal integrity and artistic exploration, highlighting the human complexities behind the glamorous veneer of stardom. Reinvention through independent projects. In the 2010s, Ryan shifted focus toward personal growth and independent filmmaking. She made her directorial debut with Ithaca in 2015, funding a portion herself, and explored smaller indie projects like Fangirl. These endeavors allowed her creative control and the ability to work on meaningful projects without the constraints of mainstream studio pressures. Simultaneously, she nurtured her son Jack's acting career, providing guidance while keeping her name deliberately out of the spotlight. These years marked a period of reinvention and healing, where she embraced her own pace and priorities. Ryan's work behind the camera illustrated resilience, adaptability, and a commitment to storytelling that aligned with her values. This period also underscored the importance of self-care, family, and autonomy for an artist previously defined by public expectations and Hollywood pressures. Return to the spotlight and aging in the public eye. Meg Ryan returned gradually to public attention with projects like What Happens Later in 2023, marking her first major starring role in years. The film demonstrated her enduring talent, although critics' responses were mixed. By 2025, her appearance at the Oscars with Billy Crystal reignited public discussion about her physical changes, sparking widespread speculation and commentary. Observers noted differences in facial features which fueled debates about aging, beauty standards, and celebrity scrutiny. These reactions highlighted the relentless pressure on women in Hollywood to maintain youthful appearances and perfection. Ryan's resilience in facing public judgment reflected both courage and the personal evolution that came from decades in the spotlight. Her career narrative now included not only artistic accomplishment but also a broader cultural conversation about image, aging, and the human cost of fame. Legacy and human resilience. Meg Ryan's life story is a testament to resilience, adaptability, and authenticity. From early family challenges to Hollywood triumphs, public scrutiny, personal heartbreak, and reinvention, she has consistently navigated complex emotional landscapes. Her career as an actress and director illustrates versatility, risk-taking, and a willingness to embrace vulnerability in pursuit of meaningful work. Beyond box office numbers, awards, and headlines, her legacy lies in connecting audiences to authentic human emotion, whether through comedy, romance, or drama. She has demonstrated the importance of personal boundaries, healing, and prioritizing family and self amidst the chaos of fame. Ryan's journey offers a humanizing perspective on the pressures faced by women in entertainment and serves as an enduring example of strength, courage, and the ongoing pursuit of balance between public expectations and personal